This is Dubai, and I'm currently cycling on a cycle path running alongside of, I think this is Kite Beach, just to my left there. This is a Careem bike. It's an e-bike. You can pick them up from charging stations all throughout Dubai. There are loads of them along here. Well, I'll show you some in a minute. There, I'm going too quick. They're electric bikes, if I didn't say that before, and they're what I call the Dubai equivalent of a Boris bike. And if you're old enough to remember when Boris first brought the electric touring bikes into London, that's what I've named it after. So this is a Careem bike, the Dubai version of a Boris bike, and I'm going to be riding along the cycle track, which takes us along past the beach. Beautiful day today, thankfully not too hot, around 24 I reckon. We're going to ride along this path, and then it should take us to the Dubai Canal, and we should get to see things like the Burj Khalifa and some of the Dubai skyline from there. So not particularly interesting ride in so much as it's all going to be on these flat cycle paths, but certainly different views to the views I usually see when I'm out on a bike. Much like the UK, people don't really take much notice of cycle paths. There is, just off to my right there, can't really see it probably from the camera angle, but a walking and running track, and this is exclusively for bikes, but people still wander around on it. They don't look, people just stop on it. And you're not allowed to swear at people over here, which obviously I find quite difficult when numpties end up getting in my way like this. I'm quite vocal with my annoyance when people wander around cycle tracks when they're not supposed to, and I have to rein it in here because I could be done for that. But this end of the beach is very busy. So I'm not sure whether the first one was Kite Beach or Jumeirah Beach, but Jumeirah Beach and Kite Beach are next to each other along here. I actually don't know which one's which. There are lots of cafes and food places along here as well, as you'd expect. I must remember to ride on the correct side of the road. I'm trying to see how much fuel is here, and I can't. No, I can't see. I bet it's really cheap compared to the UK, really cheap. Now, I think I need to go left. So these bikes only have 3 gears. The gears are here, one of these twisty handlebar type things. I need to remember that the brakes are the wrong way around. Obviously it's got no suspension, it's got tiny little wheels, and it's rattly as fuck. So you can see the bike station just on my right there. We've just gone past, and now in front of me you can see the Burj Khalifa and downtown Dubai, the skyline. This is the Dubai Canal here on my left. So I've just dropped the bike off at one of the stations, and I'm going to try and cross the road, which means walking over this bridge here, which I'm not allowed to bring a bike up. So yeah, I don't know if you can hear any of that, but I'm not allowed to bring the bike in the lift. So I've had to drop the bike at the, you can see down there, light stations down there. and then come up and cross over the canal, and hopefully there'll be some more bikes the other side. If there aren't, I guess I'll be coming back here. Right, so they appear to have loads of bikes here. Are they charged? No. Nope. Ah, this one will do. Let's try this one. I found the bell on this one. The saddle's wonky, so I might have to stop and adjust that. But you kind of don't quite get the same appreciation of the view coming down this side of the canal, because all the view is to my left. So you can't really see it. And it's a shame that I couldn't bring my 360 camera and wear a helmet with that on, but that would have been totally impractical. Oh, there's the Burj Khalifa right in front of us. It's absolutely enormous. January is a really nice time to come to Dubai. My brother lives here, he has done for the last 10, 12 years, and we've been out to visit him sort of January time now for the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. And the weather out here at that time, it's about 25 degrees-ish, give or take, so somewhere between sort of 23, 24, 25, 26, sunny, so it's not too hot. But it's obviously a hell of a lot better than it is in England, and it's warm enough to sunbathe, and it's really, really beautiful at this time of year out here. My aim today is to get as close to a boat port that does a little ferry across the creek or the canal or whatever they're calling it as possible. I think it's called Jaddaf, something like that, I can't remember, I did see it on my map. But I'm trying to get as close to the port as I can, because I can then get a little ferry back over to my hotel. So that is the plan, assuming they have a bike dock that I can dock this at, because otherwise I'll keep being charged. So I need to get as far as I can, get the bike docked, and hopefully then just get a little ferry that will take me straight back over to the hotel. So fingers crossed that happens. If it doesn't, I'll just have to get a taxi. Okay, now the bike track stops. Okay, now what do I do? And that's it. I think that's as far as I can go. What am I going to do? Can I get through there? Look at the map. So I've just looked at a map, and I'm going to have to head all the way back to where I picked this bike up from, and then decide what to do from there, because I can't keep going, and I really do want to try and get to this port so I can get the ferry back to the hotel. So what I'm going to do is drop the bike off and then get a taxi to the ferry port. I think that's what I'm going to do, so I can at least get the ferry back over to the hotel. And hopefully I won't run anyone over in the process of getting back, and hopefully the bike won't run out of battery. There's a station just up here for the bikes, so I'm going to have a little look at the map and see where I am, but I suspect I will be dropping it off here. my adventure, and I'm actually sitting on the windowsill of the bath in the hotel room bathroom, which is why it's really echoey and the acoustics are awful and the sound on this is probably going to be crap. But yeah, I managed to make it back safely. I got a taxi, and the taxi driver took me to the wrong place. He took me to the actual port where I guess they do stuff that you do at ports that doesn't involve moving people. And it was a proper shithole of a place, and then he refused to take me anywhere else because this is where the destination was on his map. So I got out and I walked back to the exit or entrance, back the way I came, the way the taxi driver drove, and got told where to go. So I managed to find my way to the passenger port and got on the boat, and it was literally 2 minutes across the Dubai Creek and back to the hotel. So yeah, here I am, back safe and sound. Interesting little ride today. Sorry the terrain wasn't anything special, but I hope you've enjoyed my little adventure in Dubai anyway. I'll see you next time.